Hi. Hello, everybody. Should be good. Tuha. Tuha. Let me just adjust this a little bit. Should be okay. Phew, just in time. Yeah, you're just in time. No worries. Wow, your shirt. Yes. My boys and their babies. How are you? I'm okay. I'm good. How are you? Another Haruto dynamic. I just finished the Cheiruto last night. I can go join your live now. Glad you're able to join. Hello, Lean. This is the first reading I've caught in a while. I've kept missing the past few ones. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, it's okay. Everyone's got their lives to live. That's good. You should be living your life. You should be busy. Hi, at the Jen. Hello, Treasure Maker. Asher Gale. Hello. I'm okay. Did you already see Hyunsuk's posts on Twitter? He's posting a lot, and my phone gallery is full of Hyunsuk's pictures. What a mood. Yeah, I did see his post. I did see his post on Twitter. I saw his post on Line as well. Yeah, I noticed. I saw. How is everybody? Have you watched Lisa and DJ Snake's song? I'm a little disappointed because she doesn't rap, but her dancing is so dope. I have not, actually. I plan to make a reaction video to that. I haven't even uploaded and edited my reaction to La Lisa and Money yet. I still need to do that. I think that's the next thing I'm going to post on my channel, my Lisa reactions, and then going from there. That's like in order. I'm going to do Lisa, then finally edit and upload my reactions to CL, and then there's one thing that I didn't upload yet of Hanbin. I have to do that, and then hopefully go on forth from there. So yeah, I haven't watched that one yet. I will eventually. So hello at the Jan and everyone. How is your day, Paul? It's okay. I've been pretty busy, but it was good so far. Hope yours was well. LK, Jan, are you going to watch Epic High concert? I am. I'm going. I got tickets. Definitely gonna go. I haven't seen Epic High in years, and I always love supporting Epic High. Epic High's shows are just so good. The moment they announced it, I was like, yes, I have to go. There's no way I'm gonna miss that. So yes, I'll definitely be going. If I can. If I'm not lazy to do it, maybe I'll vlog a little bit. So I'll definitely try. I can't guarantee it. I'll try to record footage of my experience because yeah, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm excited for CL reaction. I'm currently bopping to her song. It's nice. Yeah, I will have to upload my reactions for that. Let's see. I'm excited for you. It's going to be so fun. It is. It's going to be super fun. Hello. I'll wait a couple more minutes and then we'll start. I look so tired. I look exhausted. I'm sorry. I had a long day today and I'm just like, I don't know. So if I look like meh, honestly, it's been a long day. But it's okay. It's a good day overall. Did Jen finish Squid Game? Because I can't stand gory stuff also. She did. She watched it with me. I'm actually, so what's currently uploading right now on Patreon is my reaction to episode 3, still with Jen. So You're still pretty. Thank you, Jovi. Thank you. That's really sweet of you. You're tired, but you're still doing this reading. We appreciate it. Oh yeah, no problem. I have to stay true to the schedule. Granted, sometimes it can't be on schedule because of energy purposes, but it's okay. All right. Anyway, I think I'm ready to start. Is everyone good? Everyone's ready? Let's begin, huh? Let's before it's like too late for me. It's currently 10:40 p.m. So I think I'm ready. I did meditate on Hyunsuk and I did meditate on Haruto. Their energy is good, but of course, I will double check their energy through their cards. I did pull cards earlier too, and it did say they were okay, but I'm still going to double verify if their energy is good. So, all right. Anyways, to the pair of this reading, thank you very much. You booked this, what, a week ago or a couple weeks ago? Probably not even. She booked this, literally less than a week ago. Okay, so thank you to the pair of this reading. You booked this on October 15. I appreciate it. So yeah, we're going to read Hyunsuk and Haruto today. For those that are returning, welcome back to the Blue Moon Lounge. For those that are new here, welcome as well. My name is Jan. Jan. I'm a tarot reader. I've been doing it for a while. And as you watch this live stream tarot hangouts, I do this reading. And obviously, even though this is a tarot reading, please watch this with a grain of salt. Okay? Nothing I say today out of these messages through the cards are 100% definite, factual, or fixated. Nothing is set in stone. I'm simply just in tune with the universe and spirit, and I will relay messages and answers through the cards. I'm in no association with Hyunsuk. I'm in no association with Haruto. Again, this is just divine messages. Okay, nothing is set in stone because the universe is always working, energy is always shifting, and people like Hyunsuk and Haruto still have their own free will of choice to depict their future. Capiche? Follow? On that note, I still have some slots available for November if you want me to read a different idol, celebrity. Does not have to be YG Family. You guys can book me on my website. It is pinned on the live chat and in the description box below. Also, I have personal readings open as well. So if you have been meaning to find some clarity, some answers within your personal lives, I can create a safe space for you and I to discuss your questions. So you can book an appointment with me also in the same website. There's a sale ongoing right now. You guys can use it. It's 50% off. Use the code 50BlueMoon, all in capital letters. Okay, so use that time to, fill the slots. That sale's not going to last that long until everything is booked for November. Okay. Also, Patreon is up. Patreon's been up actually a little bit. I'm working currently on some posts. Scorpio season is here, actually. It just begun today. Libra season is over. We are in Scorpio season, so I'm currently making full in-depth messages for every sign, and it's going to be up on my Patreon. I will still tweet about messages for everyone, but it won't be as in-depth. It will be pretty vague, but the full post will be on Patreon. So if you guys are interested, you guys can sign up, and there will be obviously exclusive reactions in that Patreon. So yeah, lots of stuff happening. I finally found that balance with my time and my energy. So lots from me. Anyway, as you can tell, we are going to read Hyunsuk and Haruto. So let's get into it, shall we? I want that disclaimer still printed in a shirt. You should. Honestly, you should. I could literally make so many t-shirts with every line that I just said. So today's deck that I'm using is a very special deck. It's one of my favorite decks. It's very pretty. I hardly use it because it's so pretty, but today it was calling out to me, which is kind of appropriate because it's purple, which is Hyunsuk's favorite. Purple and gold. This is the Threads of Fate Weaver Tarot. Okay, so I'm going to use this today. So yeah. Anyways, let's start checking in on the energy and double verifying how it's going. So how is Hyunsuk and Haruto doing today? Thank you, cards. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Universe, for this reading today. Please protect myself. Please protect my guides, my angels. Please protect this deck, the viewers, and of course, please protect Hyunsuk and Haruto. Thank you so much. All right. May we ask today, how is Hyunsuk doing at this time? How is Cheonsuk doing at this time? Thank you. Pretty deck. I know, right? It's very pretty. How is Cheonsuk doing at this time? Ooh, 3 of Wands. Okay. Pretty people as well. Yeah. So the 3 of Wands is him really... Okay, so this is Hyunsuk's energy. 3 of Wands is saying that Hyunsuk is busy, busy, busy. Looking forward to the future, looking ahead. Optimistic. Kind of like re-visualizing what he wants to see in the near future, and how to go about it and how to approach these plans or his visualizations. So he's definitely kind of focused today. Hi at the Jan. Hello, Road Alien. Hello. So yeah, pretty focused right now on Hyunsuk's energy. We also have the Temperance. This is Sagittarian energy. The Temperance says that Hyunsuk is not only focused, but he's also very organized today. Very organized. He's like on a schedule. He's on he's probably following like a to-do list right now. He's just like, all right, I gotta get this done. I gotta get this done, and this done. Love that. Love that kind of energy. So yeah, pretty good energy. So let's see. How is Haruto doing? Please maybe ask how Haruto is doing today. How's Haruto doing today? Thank you so much. Audio is okay, by the way? Is audio okay? How's Haruto doing? How is Haruto doing? Yep. Okay, good. Glad to hear it. How is Haruto doing today? Please, thank you. Ooh, okay. And? Interesting. Wow, okay. I literally said we're in Scorpio season, right? I said that we're in Scorpio season. Like, it just started today. And the bottom of the deck is already the Death card, which is a Scorpio card. The Death card says ultimately for both Hyunsuk and Haruto, I think in general, even with like Olive Treasure, we are going through some epic changes. New chapters are happening. So this is good. So on Haruto's end, we have the Ace of Coins. Kind of similar to Hyunsuk's energy, but the Ace of Coins says he's thought of an idea. He just kind of summoned up an idea or a project or just some kind of, thought that he's like excited about. And he's like, this may be a good thing. And he's probably working on it right now. He's testing the waters of this certain idea, thought, or plan. Why? Because I also have the 3 of Coins. 3 of Coins means he's speaking on like gaining feedback or gaining opinions on with other people. He's probably talking to his fellow members. So 3 of Coins on Haruto, and then we have the 3 of Wands on Hyunsuk. So the number of this right now is the 3. Synchronicity here. 3 is a number of balance. Okay, 3 is a number of balance and management. So organization too. So yeah, it makes perfect sense to me. Looks like their energy is pretty good. let's proceed with the reading. Let's see. Why is my... 1 second, guys. My YouTube is buffering all of a sudden. Anyway. Okay, so let's begin. I have, by the way, all the questions from our payer, so I will be looking into those, but I will start with my basic flow of questions. Chamshimanyo. Whoops. My bad. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. Questions. Let me see if... Cool. Okay, her questions are ready. All right. So let's get into it. What was the initial energy of Hyunsuk and Haruto when they first met? Ace of Cups. Interesting. The Ace of Cups. There is fascination, but more of like inspired. The Ace of Cups talks about inspiration between the two of them. Okay, we have inspiration. I say inspiration because we also have the 8 of coins. So both of them were even like inspired with each other's skills. Pretty much it's like, oh, the first time I laid my eyes on you, I was just like, dang, you're good. How do I get to that level? They both shared that kind of energy. So Ace of Cups, 8 of coins. This means for the both of them, they were both inspired on each other's skill sets, capabilities, and talents. And from that on, that was already like their icebreaker. So yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. They already got along. It may have been a competitive environment, but again, it just says they put those differences aside, or like the situation aside, and they, you know, helped each other out. So that's good. I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, so what was Hyunsuk's individual energy at the time? What was Hyunsuk's individual energy at the time? Why is it black? Oh, come on now. Okay. What was Hyunsuk's individual energy at the time? Okay. 9 of coins, or the 9 of pentacles. This says he was very independent. He was very, you know, self-reliant. Not in a selfish manner. This just meant that kind of similar to his energy today. The 9 of coins represented that whole independence and, you know, doing things for himself, you know, fending for his own, being protective of his own energy, getting stuff done. So hustle power, or hustling mode. For Haruto, what was his initial energy at the time? What was his initial energy at the time? Ooh. Stop. I'm like shooketh right now. Earlier, I had 2 3s, right? Hyunsuk had the 3 of wands. Weird. Hyunsuk had the 3 of wands. Haruto had the 3 of coins. Now, for Hyunsuk, he had the 9 of coins. And now Haruto has the 9 of cups. Please. What is with... Okay. I feel like we're going to expect some more synchronicities in this reading. So I think this is already preparing ourselves that we're going to see some alignments between their both of their energies. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. Right. So with Haruto, 9 of cups, his individual energy at the time, very focused on the prize. He's like, you know what? I'm doing a good job. And you know what? I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going until I prevail, until I succeed, until I, you know, label myself as victorious. The Nine of Cups says, I am here to ace and, grab hold of my goals, my dreams. So the Nine of Cups says very motivated, and just like very optimistic in his skill sets, having a lot of faith in himself, a lot of confidence. Meanwhile, in Hyunsuk, it's like self-confidence, but much more like action-wise. He's like, I'm going to be organized about this. I'm going to be smart about this. Nothing can stop me. So a lot of earth energy here. And then for Hyunsuk, for Haruto, it's more of like water energy. So Haruto had the more emotional mindset, whereas Hyunsuk had the kind of like the sturdy and stable energy. So pretty good. That's awesome. Okay, on that note, let's ask Hayate-Jan, am I late? I am 21 minutes in this live stream, and I am currently going to ask what is Hyunsuk's contribution to this dynamic with Haruto. So a little bit, but not too late. We're just in the beginning of it, so you're not far off, so you're good. Welcome, by the way. All right. So what is Hyunsuk's contribution to this dynamic with Haruto, please? What is Hyunsuk's contribution to this dynamic with Haruto? Bro, a lot of cards. Hold on 1 second. Oh, interesting. Oh, baby. Okay. Oof. What is going on? See, there's a lot of cards flying out now. I feel somehow, it's interesting. I'm feeling his energy towards Haruto. It's as if Haruto is one of the members for Hyunsuk that he gets concerned over the most. Not that Hyunsuk doesn't get concerned of everyone, but there's like this specific energy or the special attachment he has to Haruto. He feels just like he wants to make sure Haruto's always okay. Interesting. But anyway, his contribution. Baby, I swear. Look, I think Haruto, I know we have Magnaline in general, but it looks to me like Haruto is just someone that all the members just want to protect. There's a soft spot. Everyone has a soft spot for Haruto. Precious. Anyway, okay, so his contribution to Haruto, let's show this right now. We have the Five of Cups, okay, the Five of Cups in reverse. This means making sure he's not like left alone all the time or too much, not feeling lonely, always checking up on him. It's very similar to what Jaehyuk does. But the Five of Cups in reverse is also saying kind of giving him perspective and kind of also handling advice towards Haruto and having a protectiveness, kind of filling in the gaps or like maybe these certain voids that Haruto may experience. I'm assuming it's kind of the feeling of when you're like homesick and you don't know what to do with that void. And I say that because of the 10 of Cups. So this is a very good card to have. So Hyunsuk's contribution to this dynamic with Haruto, 10 of Cups, means giving someone peace, giving someone joy, and making people feel happy in general. So Hyunsuk has this protectiveness towards Haruto and making sure that he's all right. He's always happy. He's always okay. We also have here the Ace of Wands. Haruto is very talented. We all know that, and Hyunsuk acknowledges that too. The Ace of Wands says his contribution is to always lift up his spirits, to lift him up in general when it comes to his skill sets, his work ethic, his talent, and his capabilities. So Hyunsuk is a very good supporter of Haruto. And then we also have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is interesting for a dynamic or a contribution to a dynamic because it actually talks about, letting things run its course. Hyunsuk, yeah, he may have a protective side towards everyone, and then in this context, he has it towards Haruto, but the Wheel of Fortune says he does not force himself onto Haruto. He does not force any kind of advice. He doesn't force any suggestions. He doesn't force, a bond to Haruto. If Haruto wants his space, which he has those placements, he will be prone to needing his personal space. Hyunsuk doesn't force anything out of that. He's just like, okay, I'll let you be. If you need to, go be a teenager and be on your own and handle things. If you want to be, in your peace and solitude, Hyunsuk will, respect that. He's very considerate of that. So that's the Wheel of Fortune. He takes his time with Haruto. Love that. I love that, honestly. I love that very much. Okay. Everyone following? Everyone got quiet again. I feel like these days I've been... is it just me? Every time I do a reading these days, everyone gets quiet. Is everyone just at peace? Is everyone just vibing with me? As I talk, have I become your podcast? My low-budget visual podcast. The music helps. Everyone has been very quiet. I feel like it's been a pattern these days. I don't mind it. As long as you're here. I see the number of viewers and listeners. I'm just making sure y'all are good. No, don't worry. I'm messing with you. I'm just double checking if you guys are okay. Your voice and the music is calming. Oh, okay. I'm glad to hear. Right. Okay. No worries. Just double checking. I don't want y'all to be like, oh God, we're out of here. It's like the strict teacher is talking and the students are dead silent. What a great analogy. I'm not that strict, am I? I can be, actually. I can be a very strict teacher. I saw he shared a moment. Oh, did he? I'll check that later. Anyway, let's continue on to the reading then. Looks like there's going to be a V-Live later. Ooh, okay. Well, I'm going to do my best to finish this as soon as possible. If not, it's all good. So, let's see. Going to the opposite side. What is Haruto's contribution to this dynamic with Hyunsuk? It looks like Jae-sahi Woo are going to do... Oh my gosh. I love that dynamic. Which is funny because I'm going to read them tomorrow. Okay, I got too excited. Let's go. What is Haruto's contribution to this dynamic with Hyunsuk? What is Haruto's contribution to this dynamic with Hyunsuk? Please, thank you so much. Wait, I'm soft. Stop. I can't. Who does this remind me? There's another member that gives the same energy. There's another member that gives... I don't remember. I've done so many dynamic readings, I hardly remember who. Maybe you guys can recall it for me. But I'll show you the cards. Haruto's contribution to Hyunsuk is pretty much being a very good younger brother. What do I mean by this? By being a very good younger brother. By being not obedient, but, respects him, listens well. He doesn't even have to be asked if he needs help. Haruto will step up and help him out. Is it Jae-hyuk? I think you're right, LK. I think you're right. I think it was Jae-hyuk. So, I'll show you why. We have literally the Page of Cups upright. The Page of Cups says there's this consideration in Haruto's energy, and he steps up and he doesn't even have to ask, right? Hyunsuk doesn't even have to ask for help. If Haruto sees that, Hyunsuk needs anything or needs help, Haruto's like, hey, I did this for you. Here you go. And Hyunsuk will be like, oh, you did that already? Like, he'll be so touched, and he's like always grateful, you know, that Haruto is just a really nice younger brother to him. We also have here, let me show you again, the Temperance. So this is the second time the Temperance has come out. This again talks about balance. It talks about, you know, harmony. It talks about organizing things. So this is ultimately why I said that Haruto steps up and he's very considerate of Hyunsuk's energy, his time. Sometimes, you know, yeah, Hyunsuk is a leader and he may have a co-leader with Jihoon, but there's a lot of them. There's a lot of members, and it could be very stressful. And Haruto is very respectful of that situation or that circumstance. So he does his best to not be a pain, you know. He takes that initiative to, you know, at least help and not be a burden or an inconvenience. So yeah, it's really sweet. We also have the Four of Wands, so this is why it feels like being like a very good younger brother. Four of Wands is the card of stability. It's the card of foundation. It's the card of family. You know, it's a teamwork card. We also have here the Queen or the Sovereign of Wands. So this is ultimately saying that he motivates Hyunsuk a lot. Sometimes Hyunsuk can have his own personal doubts, and he tries not to shed that kind of energy. He tries not to be a pessimist sometimes. Like, he's only human. For the most part, we know Hyunsuk to be very optimistic, which I personally love about him, but he's only human. He has moments also when he's just like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work out well. Whenever he gets to that point, Haruto will reprogram that. He'd be like, no, you're doing fine. You're doing amazing, Hyun, kind of thing. So, hype man. So it's a very solid foundation here between the two of them. It's very familial. It's comforting. It's assuring. It's uplifting between the both of them. So it's really sweet. Honestly, it's very sweet. Cool. Let's proceed. Hi, Jan and everyone. Hello, welcome to the live stream. So let's move on. What is the advice right now in order for them to get even closer than they are now? What is the advice in order for them to get even closer than they are now? I'm so soft for Haruto. Me too. Haruto makes me soft. Actually, all of them make me soft. Okay. Ooh. I see. In order for them to get closer. Okay. Interesting. That is very interesting. Ooh. Okay. So, to get closer. All right. Well, not much needs to be done in order for them to get closer. However, what needs to be, quote unquote, worked on in terms of their dynamic. So it's more of like the professional part, or, you know, being idols and performers, singer, rapper. It's interesting because the both of them acknowledge each other's talents or skill sets. And like they praise them, they hype them up, but that can relatively be a disadvantage if they're like overhyping it up. So what I mean by that is saying, like, in scenario, if, for example, let me like use an example of myself with a coworker of mine. A coworker of mine, because I'm an animator, and say a coworker comes up to me and is showing me their project that they just, either it's a draft, whatever, or they, you know, give me like a piece that they worked on. I don't say anything that I like dislike about it, even though there are little things I know it could be tweaked on. I just say, oh, that's amazing. Yeah, there's nothing that needs to be done. It's perfect. Even though deep down I know there could still be improvements, I just kind of keep it to myself. So when we're using that as an example, it looks to me that both Haruto and Hyunsuk do that with each other. They don't pinpoint the flaws sometimes. Hyunsuk will more than Haruto, but I think Hyunsuk gets a little too careful with Haruto, and then Haruto gets a little too cautious because Hyunsuk's the leader, he's the eldest. So there's kind of a minor misunderstanding here. Like, it's like they have somewhat a fear of being brutally honest with each other, and it's more on the professional side about, you know, how they're doing at work, how they're doing with their performances, and how they're, you know, able to be improved on their skills. So I say this because of the 7 of coins in reverse. The 7 of coins in reverse says, oh, nothing needs to be worked on. They're really good. I mean, they'll get better on their own, even though they know they could address it and just push them a little further. We also have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is here, and it's basically saying to have that drive, to have that passion, and just to be openly, you know, energetic and sharing that. It's like, hey, if you're hyped up, like, sure, that's fine, but also be considerate of what they can do or improve better. We have also the 5 of Wands. So this is about being very considerate of each other's feelings, maybe a little too considerate. It kind of built in a fear. And I say fear because of the Justice in reverse. So you don't want to hurt each other's feelings, or they don't want to come off like too strong, too blunt. It's interesting, really. We have the World card. So the World card as the last card here, this means that they're already close. It's just, again, they're just too cautious or too afraid to step on each other's toes. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. Proceeding. Exactly, Lean. They're being too considerate of each other's feelings. Exactly. All right, we're going to move on to the pairs questions. She sent me a good amount. Normally when I have you guys book me for a reading, my maximum amount of questions is like 10. I allow you to send me 10 questions, but she gave me 13. So if you're watching, I don't mind it. I will just kind of pick and choose and see if I can answer them all. The next time, 10 questions is the max. So we'll see. We'll see what we got. All right. What sets this dynamic apart and their contribution to the group and the industry? Okay. Cool. What sets this dynamic apart and their contribution to the group and the industry? Okay, let's make a spread with this. What sets this dynamic apart from everyone? What sets this dynamic apart from everyone, please? Yeah, for real. Okay. Let me put that there because that's a lot. Okay. That sets the dynamic apart in general. Why is that? True. I agree. Okay. That's very true. Okay, so what sets them apart from the group? Oh, agree. Okay. And what does this dynamic set apart from the industry in general? Oh, I love it. I love it. Literally, I love it so much. Okay. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. That's so true. Wait, I need to look at the birth chart. Why is that? Let me see if there's any astrological reason. That's why! They both have a Gemini Venus. Bro. That makes so much more sense. No wonder. Heck yeah. Okay. I'm down for that. Heck yeah, they both share Gemini Venus. That's dope. Okay, so let's talk about this. So recap real quick. We're asking what sets this dynamic apart in general, and I divided it. In general, Hyunha or Harusok, this dynamic sets them apart in general because of the sovereign or the Knight of Swords. Okay, so the Knight of Swords comes into play, and this says that the both of them are very unique. Oh, are they on live on V Live? You guys can go. This replay will be up, but it's up to you guys. Anyway, the Sovereign of Swords or the Knight of Swords is going to talk about how they're really uniquely good with their words. It's true. It's very true. They're very powerful with their words. And also this all talks about how they both set boundaries. They're very good at setting, like, putting out a clear line, like, oh, you can't touch us type of thing. You can't touch us. You can't, mess with us. They have that punch, that oomph that a lot of people don't have. Even if it's like individual, like if it's Hyunsuk alone or Haruto alone, they both have that oomph that kind of puts them, like, keeps you at a distance from them. Like, you can never reach their level. So that's what sets them apart, even as a duo or as a dynamic. Another thing is we have the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups says their dynamic is interesting because they both share kind of that energy of self-love and confidence. Exactly, LK, the you can't sit with us duo. Exactly. And so when I divide this question into like what sets them apart from Treasure, let me show you right now that Two of Cups is here, and this just means the charisma that they both have. I mean, it's obvious when they both rap together. When you're only looking at the two of them, you have the high tone and then you have the low tone. There's a synchronicity there, especially when they're rapping, and they have an ultimate charisma and aura about them that's very strong, that's very powerful, that you can't really live up to a level there. So Two of Cups says there's this attractive energy that just kind of pulls you in when you see them perform. So yeah, and then we have the High Sage, or better known as the High Priestess. They're naturally just really good at how they bring in that energy or how they bring in that performance. So there is that. Okay, now we're going to divide this question into what sets them apart in general from the industry. All right, from the industry. So these two, when I'm talking about the industry, this says that a lot of people, including non-fans, okay, and this includes media, it includes reporters and even articles, whenever they see both of Haruto and Hyunsuk, they're just like, damn, those two, they're natural performers. They have that natural power. They have that natural energy that you can tell they were born to do this, right? They live for this. This is part of their existence. Like, it's fated for them to be this strong on stage, or, in general, there's just something about them. And I say this because of the Five of Wands in reverse. The Five of Wands says they're pretty confident, and they shed that kind of energy. And it's like, wow, how to have that talent, how to have that confidence. And then Eight of Coins in reverse. This is special because Eight of Coins says, I mean, what I mentioned already, that they're born to perform. Eight of Coins says there are certain skills, there are certain talents that cannot be taught. There are certain skill sets that do not require training. It's just kind of a part of you. The Eight of Coins says there are things that Hyunsuk has and Haruto has that they didn't have to learn. It's just part of them already. You know what I mean? It's just that natural. And we have the Three of Swords upright. Three of Swords would be an intimidating energy. So the industry can get intimidated by the power of how Haruto and Hyunsuk work or how they perform. So yeah, this is, need I say more? Honestly, need I say more? I want to put see, I want to put 0104 on my other screen here, but I know I'm going to get distracted and it's going to distract the whole energy of the reading. So I will not do that. I'm just very curious what they're up to. Anyway, let's proceed to the next question. What kind of energy? What kind of energy? Okay. What kind of energy do they activate around each other on stage and off stage? I like that question. Okay. What kind of energy do they activate around each other on stage and off stage? What kind of energy? Ooh. Bear Fam is making croffles? Oh my goodness. Are they really? These guys, I love them. I'll watch it later or maybe tomorrow. So the energy that they activate around each other. Actually, let me redo that because I didn't word that properly. What kind of energy is activated when they're around each other in general? What kind of energy in general is activated? Ooh, interesting. Wow. Okay, so the kind of energy that they activate around each other, this says, I'll show it to you right now. We have the Judgment card and the 7 of Coins in reverse. This says that around each other, they activate this all eyes on me vibe. And it's one of those feelings, it's like, whether you like it or not, you're gonna look at me and you're gonna just have no control when you see me. Very true. I ultimately, when I see Haruto, I'm like, this boy needs to stop. And then when I look at Hyunsuk, that boy needs to stop. Like, anyway, it's amongst each other, but it's also amongst like the people that see them together. So yeah, all eyes on me feeling, whether they like it or not, whether people like it or not, you can't resist. You know what I mean? You just cannot resist. Also, right? Kind of on each, like, what they activate, the energy that activates around each other. So I'm going to ask that individually. What kind of energy does... Sorry, my cards just decided to fly. Okay, don't do this to me. Okay. Alright, that was a lot. Alright, excuse me. What kind of energy does Hyunsuk activate on Haruto? What kind of energy does Hyunsuk activate on Haruto? Okay. So on stage and off stage, right? For both on stage and off stage, Hyunsuk activates the protective side of him. Very protective, actually. So 7 of Wands here. This is like whenever he's with Haruto or when he's even performing with Haruto, Hyunsuk's like, hey, you want to mess with Haruto? You're going to have to get through me first. It's that kind of vibe. You can't touch Haruto until you get through to me. If you can, then there you go. But if you cannot, tough. So 7 of Wands. And then we also have the 8 of Coins upright. So not only is he protective, but the 8 of Coins says he, again, supports him in everything that he does or wants to do. And in terms of Haruto, he feels like he always wants to do better. So kind of like how if I'm Haruto, I don't want to disappoint Hyunsuk. Hyunsuk's my quote-unquote older brother. He's also leader, and I want to, make sure I'm keeping up with what Hyunsuk expects of me. So the Eight of Coins says, Haruto, every time he's around Hyunsuk, he's like, no, I got to make sure I'm on it. I better make sure I'm always spot on. So that perfectionist on Haruto's end kind of gets activated whenever Hyunsuk's around. So there's that. Now let's move on. What kind of energy activates Hyunsuk when he's with... Oh. Interesting. So Okay. I guess it's no difference there. So I mentioned that Haruto will always push himself to improve, so he's no longer like he isn't a burden or a hassle or an inconvenience to Hyunsuk. But similarly, Hyunsuk makes sure that not only is he like always protective of him, but he's also making sure that if he succeeds, everyone else has to succeed. And that's including Haruto. It's almost that whole no one gets left behind kind of thing. I say this with the Chariot, and then I also say this with the Tower in reverse, and then with the Page of Swords. So again, I think for Hyunsuk, he has his own concerns about everyone trying to do their best. It's a lot of people, and he knows that everyone is at their own pace or they have their own different requirements. So Hyunsuk tries to be very understanding of that. And in the context of Haruto, I mentioned this already, that he makes sure that he's not forceful or he's not nagging too much, because it can be overwhelming to Haruto. So there's that like protectiveness, but there's also that consideration. Hyunsuk's really trying to help everyone, but also understands them, depends on the person. Exactly. Hyunsuk's inner mom really shows in everything he does. Exactly. Yeah, and it's very consistent with Hyunsuk. Okay. So let's move forward. Okay. This next question is already kind of answered. Okay. So, pair, you want to know, you're asking, what makes them work well together, and what do they need to work on so that they can work better together? Okay, I kind of already acknowledged this earlier in the reading. I said that they already do work super well together. It's just that what they need to work on is not being too cautious or not being too afraid to step on each other's toes, to being brutally honest. Because there can be, there's like room for improvement, but they're not fully allowing that to happen amongst each other. But overall, they do work well together. So I did mention that. So I don't think I need to pull cards for this one. You also want to know, will we ever get to see a unit for them? I'll ask that later in the prediction time. So we'll skip that as well. Okay. Next question. What are the things that they are appreciative, grateful, or proud of towards each other? Cool. What are the things that Hyunsuk is proud of Haruto? In what way is Hyunsuk proud of Haruto? In what way is Hyunsuk proud of Haruto? In what way is Hyunsuk proud of Haruto, please? Thank you. Soft hours again. Queen of Cups, or the Sovereign of Cups. This is saying that Hyunsuk really does have the mom vibe for everyone, but it really activates when it's towards Haruto. But he is proud Hyunsuk is proud of Haruto for kind of going the extra mile, especially being in this industry even younger than he was, and also being away from home, being and having to do a lot of sacrifices. So there's a death card. So the Scorpio energy. The death card says Hyunsuk's very proud of how open-minded and open-hearted Haruto is, how willing and, sacrificial he is, willing to give up his normal life, give up school life, being kind of putting away or putting aside a normal childhood and getting into this kind of industry that takes it away. And there's that empathy because Hyunsuk can relate. Hyunsuk can definitely relate, but he acknowledges that it's probably even harder for Haruto because he started even younger, and then he also is not home. He's far from home, and there's so much distance. And through all those kind of hardships, Hyunsuk's very proud that Haruto is, he overcame that. He's still overcoming that every single day. Every single waking day, Haruto pushes himself in spite of that hardship, in spite of that sacrifice. So the star card says, so death and the star, so Scorpio and Aquarius. Hyunsuk's proud for Haruto because in spite of how difficult this lifestyle could be for a kid like Haruto, he finds good in this situation. He finds hope in this situation. He's like, it'll get better and it'll be easier. Right now, it's just hard, right? So for Hyunsuk, he's just like, yeah, no, I'm really proud of that kid. He deals with a lot, but he never complains one bit. I say he never complains because we have the page. Okay, we have the page of coins, the page of pentacles. So Hyunsuk's proud of Haruto because he does not complain one bit. Or if he does, it's very rare, right? He will probably open up about his feelings from time to time, but not in a way where he's whining, not in a way where it holds back people and makes people feel bad. He's just very considerate. He's sacrificial that way. He's, considerate and respectable that way. So Hyunsuk's very proud. All right. He's very resilient and strong-willed for such a young person. I agree. I agree to that. So, on the other side, in what way is Haruto proud of Hyunsuk? In what ways is Haruto proud of Hyunsuk? In what ways is Haruto proud of Hyunsuk? Okay. Oh, interesting. Wait a minute. No way. What? No way. That's some interesting tea I did not expect. Whoa. Wait, really? What? Hold on. Whoa. I did not know this. Maybe you guys knew this. I'm very... Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Haruto is proud, not only proud, but he's very thankful for Hyunsuk. Okay. Why? So apparently, the cards are telling me that Hyunsuk had an opportunity to not be part of Treasure, but to go solo. What? I did not know this. Am I the last one to know about this? Did people know about this? Apparently, even if Hyunsuk didn't make it in Treasure, there was already opportunities for Hyunsuk to just debut as a soloist. What? Because I didn't know this. Okay, you guys didn't know that either. Okay, so apparently the universe is like, maybe you didn't know this, but even if Hyunsuk had a fate to not make it into a group, he would have the opportunity to be a soloist if he wanted to. They would have offered that to him. Right. Rumor says Hyunsuk got a lot of offers during YG Treasure Box. Okay. So here's the thing. So it's in YG. It's in YG still. Saying that even if he didn't make it into Treasure, YG would have been like, you know what? Hyunsuk's a really talented kid. We would have still found a way to just keep him and maybe debut him way later as a soloist. That's what I'm seeing here in the cards. It's not outside of YG. This is still in YG. Now, what happened here, why Haruto is proud and also very thankful, is because Hyunsuk does not want that. Hyunsuk would have been okay with that, but he knew that he's a team player more than anything. Hyunsuk's an all or nothing kind of person. He's an all or nothing kind of guy. And so this is why Haruto's proud and also very thankful, because Hyunsuk had the opportunity to let this, treasure opportunity go, but he didn't. Hyunsuk's like, no, I came here to be part of a group. I trained with all of them. I'm not going to give up all that hard work I did with them. It's them or nothing. That's how Hyunsuk is. And Haruto is like, wow, respect. So I'll show you the cards right now because this is very selfless of Hyunsuk. We have here the Six of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords upright would mean that he would be willing to move forward regardless of what has been happening. So because this is in reverse, meaning that this is saying that Hyunsuk would never want to move forward knowing that he could still be a part of the group, right? It wouldn't sit well with him that if he became selfish and said, no, I'm going to debut as a soloist, right? So the Six of Swords says he wasn't okay with just moving forward alone. And then we also have the Queen of Cups again. Queen of Cups upright. This is him being that emotional, sensitive person. It's like, no, I am, he's very sentimental. I say this all the time about him. And so he applies that to the group, to everyone. He has this love for them and respect for them. It's like, look, I worked with them. I don't want to give all that up just so I could selfishly, debut. I want all of us to succeed. That's that feeling here. We also have the Five of Coins. So I said this earlier, no one gets left behind. He doesn't want to leave anyone behind, right? And then we have the Fool in reverse. The Fool in reverse says if he was going to start as a soloist, he would rather not do it in YG. It would not sit well with him, even though YG Entertainment has probably already made that offer. He would have declined it. He would rather be a soloist somewhere else because he feels like it's weird if he debuted as a soloist and then is still in competition within the family. You know what I mean? So he wasn't willing to do that. Yeah, so there's that. The situation isn't exactly the same, but I feel reminded of Seungyoon. I agree. I literally thought about Kang Seungyoon as well from Winner. He's the same way. Yes, he debuted first as a soloist, but after all that was done, he focused on helping Winner out and being a leader and everything. So it's the same thing. Same vibe, but not exactly same circumstances. So, yeah. Whew. Crazy. Very soft. Okay, we're going to move forward. Energy check. How is everyone doing? Hyunsuk's my bias, but I love him even more now. Mad respect. Seriously. Good. Just super soft. Same. Love him even more. Same. Same. You're good? All right, cool. Let's move forward then. My heart right now. I know, Chris. Seriously, what in the world? I shouldn't be surprised, but it's because it's Hyunsuk. He's literally the emotional being, but yeah. All right, let's move on. So the next question from our pair, she wanted to know, is there anything that we don't see about this dynamic, or is there anything that we misconceptualize or we don't realize? Okay. Great question. Is there anything that we misconceptualize about the two of them? Something that we don't see, something we don't realize, something we might misunderstand. Oh, good. I actually realized this too. I realized this in Hyunsuk's what is it? In Hyunsuk's TMI log. Oh, I can't even think right now. So I realized this when I was watching, filming, reacting to the TMI log of Hyunsuk. And it was nice to acknowledge this. But people I think this is not just with Haruto and Hyunsuk. This is Treasure in general. Us or fans misconceptualize or misunderstand their time management. People get like, it's weird because people are like, oh, what are they doing? When's the comeback? And then other times it's like, okay, well, why are they not resting? Why are they not, why are they not taking time? Why are they not taking breaks? And so the misconception is they all have balance. This is not just Haruto and Hyunsuk. The cards are saying all of Treasure know time management, energy management. They know when to take a break, and they do. So if you have been worried about how they're, managing themselves or taking care of themselves, don't worry. They do. They do. Everyone makes these assumptions that Hyunsuk's overworking and he's not sleeping enough, and same thing with Haruto. You just don't see it on camera. Everyone likes to assume that they stay up late and like they're always in the studio, which would be true. But again, they do know how to make time for self-care. So yeah, I say this with the 8 of Coins in reverse. This is saying that they don't only work. They don't only work. They take care of themselves. They know how to take care of themselves. They do take breaks. And then we have the Devil card. So the Devil card says that they're also like, I haven't seen a lot of this. But there are those handful of toxic fans, quote unquote fans. I think they're like the elitist ones. So the Devil is here kind of acknowledging that there may be people forcing their projections onto Haruto and Hyunsuk, saying like, oh, they're probably arguing. Oh, Haruto's better than Hyunsuk. Hyunsuk's better than Haruto. When the Devil's saying that's not true. They're not, that's ultimately not true. They're both really good. And even if like one is quote unquote better than the other, they're both working together, right? And this is not just for the two of them. This is all of Treasure. Like, I hate those akes when they're just like, oh my God, like, etc., is better. Etc. is better. I'm like, shut the heck up. Literally shut the heck up. You have these misconceptions that everyone is like at each other's throat, but it's not true. It's not true. All of Treasure love and support each other. They help each other improve, and ultimately they have no, collision with each other. So that's the misconception. The two biggest misconceptions of their dynamic. They know how to take care of themselves. They're adults, you know what I mean? Like they're more than like grown up enough to take care of themselves. They don't need to be babied by fans. And the other one is they do not hate each other, and they are not always competing against each other. So Haruto doesn't go to regular school, so he is always in YG, and probably with Hyunsuk and everyone. It's just soft. Yeah. A lot of the fans have their own insecure projections, and I'm like, keep it to yourself. Just because you feel that way does not mean that they feel that way. So stop. Grow the hell up. Grow the hell up. All right. Okay, moving on. Next question. So Hyunsuk is known to modify his behavior to fit the members' needs, styles, and requirements. So what behavior modification or things, what kind of behavior modification does he do, especially for Haruto and vice versa? Okay, so this is somewhat already answered too. I mentioned that, Hyunsuk's very respectful and considerate of Haruto's space. Out of all the members, I think Haruto is one of the ones that likes his solitude. He needs his space. And again, Hyunsuk does not force that. He does not force that, like his presence around Haruto. He doesn't like nag him or anything. So that's one of them, but I'll check if there's any other modifications as you worded it. I'll see what else he does. Interesting. Wait, I love that. Aww. Okay. Okay. So I think this is like for, how do I say this? It's for the small trivial things. Ironically, right, I said that both Haruto and Hyunsuk know how to take care of themselves, but there are little things that Haruto does that concerns Hyunsuk. When I mean the small trivial things, maybe like for us, you know how we get concerned that maybe Haruto hardly drinks any water and all he does is drink Coke. It's kind of the same thing with Hyunsuk. Hyunsuk has the same concerns towards Haruto. He'd be like, "You're eating that again? Oh, you're having Coke again? Did you drink water? Did you sleep?" Haruto does child things because he's still very young, and Hyunsuk has like that vibe where he's like, "Wait, what? What are you doing? Why are you doing that again?" So it's ultimately like he makes sure that everything is okay. That Haruto's still really taking care of himself in terms of the smaller things. He doesn't have to worry about Haruto in terms of the bigger responsibilities. He knows he can clean up after himself or whatever. But yeah, the whole bit, just taking care of yourself is important. And when he addresses that and say that Haruto does listen and he's already doing it, Hyunsuk will be like, "Okay, cool. I'm glad that I don't have to tell you twice." So he tries his best to address certain things, and then he tries to not say it too many times, or else, because he doesn't want to push buttons. So it's good that both of them have that respect towards each other. Hyunsuk can address things, Haruto can listen. So Hyunsuk enjoys taking care of others. Yes, he does. And I do have the ruler of cups, or he's the king of cups. Cups is water sign energy. He has a Cancer moon. I always simp about that. He's just very considerate of others, taking care of others. So yeah, I don't see much more modification around, Hyunsuk's habits or behaviors around Haruto, except for that. Okay? Let's see with Haruto. What kind of behavior changes does he make whenever he's around Hyunsuk? Oh, interesting. You don't say. Wow. So, I kind of knew this. I kind of felt this about Hyunsuk. So, Hyunsuk's still very human, right? He will have his moments where he gets pessimistic about things, or he gets worried or anxious or stressed. But his ultimate choice in how he perceives things or people or life in general is that he's an optimist. He tries to find good in all things, and he tries not to be, negative. So whenever Haruto is around Hyunsuk, Haruto makes sure he's never a Debbie Downer around Hyunsuk. Apparently, Hyunsuk gets sensitive to people that are very pessimistic and just harsh and cruel and just negative. It's like, why you gotta be so down and everything. It gets him a little worked up. So Haruto makes sure that he's not discouraging Hyunsuk in a lot of things. It's fun. Like, he has a good concept of timing on when to make fun of Hyunsuk with the other members, but again, when it's like serious matters, he tries to, help Hyunsuk stay in a positive, mood. So I understand why, because Hyunsuk has a lot to deal with. It's already discouraging to see even one thing just fall apart, or like believing it's gonna fall apart. So Haruto does his best to maintain that, positive output in what they look or what they perceive. So yeah, he makes sure that, because Haruto has this playful part about himself when he likes to, I don't know, kind of tease and be discouraged, like discourage others. Like, for example, what's a good one? Haruto and Junkyu, right? Junkyu will be excited over something, and Haruto cannot resist making fun of Junkyu and saying, "Oh no, that's ugly," or "That's not gonna work." And Junkyu gets all like sad, right? He tries not to do that with Hyunsuk. he knows how much more sensitive Hyunsuk is in comparison to Junkyu. he tones that down. He doesn't tease Hyunsuk, or he does not, rain on his parade as much. So it's good. It's good. I have noticed that Hyunsuk gets a little sad. He can get a little sad when when things don't go the way, or when people are not like in belief of him. So okay. Sulky. Yeah, he does get sulky. Okay. Is that any? Yeah, guess that's it. So next question. Don't worry, we're almost done. We have a few more. Okay. So this question from our pair, it says here, Haruto is young and will inevitably be influenced by his youngs. So what are Hyunsuk's influences to Haruto? Okay. True. Good point. Okay. Haruto. What are Hyunsuk's influences to Haruto being the elder? What are Hyunsuk's influences to Haruto? What are some traits or habits? Oh, yeah, for sure. Okay, so a couple things that Hyunsuk has influenced Haruto. One is his social skills. That is the main one. His social skills. Hyunsuk can be shy, but when he's like aligned with it, when he forces himself, he can be a social butterfly if he chooses to. Haruto, it takes extra effort to do that. So Hyunsuk's influenced Haruto to finally learn how to align with that, especially being in this industry. You need to learn how to turn that switch on and be sociable and network, right? And so for Haruto, he's learned to be more open about meeting strangers and especially in the industry, meeting new people, not being afraid, and just being more open-hearted and open-minded to making new connections. I say this with the Queen of Swords, and then we also have the Hermit in reverse. So it's about coming out of your shell. Haruto, because with the Hermit in reverse, ever since we've known Haruto, or ever since we've seen Haruto, he is already good at what he does because that's always been established a part of him. But the Hermit in reverse says that Hyunsuk influenced Haruto to explore his limits, to go beyond his skills, to dive more into things he's not familiar with, learning new things, trying out new things. Hyunsuk even has his own reservations about trying certain things that could scare him, but Hyunsuk is courageous. He will try, he will try. If it's scary, again, he might have that like softness over himself, but ultimately he will try his best. And Haruto's observed that too. He has that, or he kind of absorbed it from Hyunsuk. So, you know what? If Hyung can do it, then I can do it too. If I can explore new things, if he can explore new things, I can as well. So, yeah. Then another thing that he's adapted from Hyunsuk is his vision, artistry vision, right? So he's learned a lot more about fashion. He's learned a lot more about just like concepts and colors and symbolism. Haruto is much more of a simple person. He's a minimalist, but Hyunsuk is completely the opposite. He's a maximalist, and so he kind of adapted to enjoying more things than he normally does. So he, again, is much more open-minded and open-hearted about what he looks or what he, has interests in. So, yeah, those are the two things. He's posting more also. Thanks, Hyunsuk. True. Very true. So, in that same matter, is there anything that Haruto influenced Hyunsuk? Is there anything that Haruto influenced Hyunsuk? Ooh, you see that? And he flexes more, those nails, for real. Seriously. Okay, is there anything else? Is there anything that Haruto has influenced on Hyunsuk? Oh. Cool. Okay. Good. So, in the complete opposite, right? So, I mentioned this how many times already. Hyunsuk can be sensitive to people's opinions, whether he shows it or not. It's pretty obvious, though. You can tell that Hyunsuk takes everything personally. He takes it to heart. He's just that considerate and that, absorbent to criticism and feedback and opinions. Because he's just that proactive on certain aspects like that. So what he's adapted from Haruto is to filter out what he should care or not care about. Haruto, he has a really good filter of putting certain thoughts, feelings through one ear and out the other. He takes what resonates, he leaves what doesn't. Hyunsuk is learning that from Haruto, having healthy boundaries, especially when it comes to certain words and again, input and critique. So I say this with the Six of Wands. Hyunsuk has already been confident before and he has gotten better even more, but this is in contribution of Haruto apparently, because Haruto's just like, no, I know I'm good. And Hyunsuk noticed that from the very beginning. And so Hyunsuk's adapted that natural charisma. So Six of Wands, that natural confidence, having that boost of energy, having like an ego, like a positive, confident ego. And then we also have here the Seven of Swords in reverse, not taking anything for granted, not taking, certain things too personal. So there's like a manner of like respecting yourself much more, having your own dignity towards yourself. I remember in the Running Man episode when they revealed Jae-hyuk was one of the X-Men and he was so upset, and at the end he said, "Put him in, I don't want trouble." I remember that. Yeah, you're right, Dave. And then we have the Lovers in reverse. So the Lovers in reverse, Lovers is Gemini energy. So this just says that they're both, how do I say this? Haruto says, listen, you gotta love yourself more. Like, there's too much pride that you put at stake, but you should always consider and respect yourself more. Yeah, critique is good, feedback is good, but you don't have to hold it in and keep that as if it's like the worst thing ever. So the Lover's card, it says, look at yourself from a different perspective, have much more compassion towards yourself, which is good. Good on you, Haruto. Moving on. Almost done, guys. Excuse me. So in the this question. This question, so funny. In the past, they were one of the members who is not comfortable, or they're both shy with doing cute things or aegyo, right? So how do they currently feel about doing aegyo, and what do they think about each other's aegyo? What is this question? I love lighthearted questions like this. This is so funny. Okay. Sounds like I'm such a pro now. For real. Okay. I can't help but laugh. All right. So how do they feel about doing aegyo now? Let's divide that. So how does Haruto, let's start with Haruto. How does Haruto feel about doing aegyo now? I can't help but laugh. How does Haruto feel about doing aegyo now? I cannot. Haruto, I see you. I know your secret. This is a good... The cards just exposed Haruto. I'm dead. So we have the 4 of coins upright. This says that Haruto he shows on the outside that he doesn't like it, but he secretly kind of likes doing it. And he likes doing aegyo for certain people. It kind of uses it to advantage. He kind of takes advantage of the opportunity. It's like, oh, I'm going to get through to you. I'm going to be cute so you can say yes to me. I can't. He pretends he doesn't care, but on the inside he uses it to an advantage. So 4 of coins. He'll do it for certain people. Isn't that what aegyo is for though? It is. It actually really is. But it's funny because as an idol, you're going to be forced to do it a lot, even if it's not like they're taking advantage of to do aegyo. But in terms of Haruto, he uses the true essence of doing aegyo. So funny. Okay, I love it. I'm here for it. Okay. So on that note, how does he feel about Hyunsuk's aegyo? This question is so funny. How does Haruto feel about Hyunsuk's aegyo? I can't. How does Haruto feel? I can't with this question. I love it. Okay, so we have the Page of Coins, or the Seeker of Coins. Again, he likes to pretend. He likes to pretend that he hates Hyunsuk's aegyo, or like all of Treasure's aegyo. But deep down, especially when Hyunsuk's doing it, Haruto actually finds it really cute. He's just like, aw, Hyung just did that to himself, and he just finds it funny, he finds it adorable. So yeah, he finds it cute, but you won't see him express that on the surface. Hi, Ate Jen. Hello. Hello, Andres. Okay, next on Hyunsuk's end, how does Hyunsuk feel about doing Aegyo now? How does I still can't with this question. How does Hyunsuk feel now about doing Aegyo? No way. No way. Really? Wow, okay. Hyunsuk hated it before. I can't with him. Hyunsuk hated it before. We have the Nine of Swords. He literally hated it before. But he's learned to grow. Like he grew to love it because so the Seeker of Cups or the Page of Cups, he grew to love it because whenever he does Aegyo, he has noticed or he's observed that ultimately, yeah, sure, the members kind of like tease him or make fun of him for it, but they kind of like lose, like they kind of feel defeated. They feel defeated and they kind of like, you know, kind of go along with what Hyunsuk's doing cute wise. So he also uses it to advantage. So back then he hated it, but he knows it gets to his members. So for him, he's like, oh, it feeds my ego, it makes me feel good. They like what I do. So it's a freaking adorable because the Page of Cups, I'm gonna try to kind of go this on a deeper end because Hyunsuk is the eldest. So back then, especially if you're thinking about him in like Mix 9, you know, he was one of the younger ones in Mix 9, right? Or even in YG Treasure Box, he was still one of the younger ones. But if you're considering, you know, him being the eldest now, he uses that to advantage because when he does act cute, the members kind of just like, oh, you're so cute. Like, you know what I mean? So it helps him fill that void of being the elder. So to be honest, sounds like it's good in Aegyo. It doesn't feel cringe because he's naturally cute. I agree. I completely agree with you. So the audition for It's Okay That's Friendship, one of the members asked that he does Aegyo and he did it with no hold. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Yep. So on that note, what does Hyunsuk find, or how does he find Haruto's Aegyo? What does he think of Haruto's Aegyo? What does he think of Haruto's Aegyo? No, I can't. That's actually really funny. I can't deal with this boy. So, Hyunsuk thinks it's cute. Hyunsuk thinks it's cute with Haruto, but there's actually this like slight confidence here. Hyunsuk internally believes that Haruto's Aegyo is cute, but he's like, I could do better. he thinks that way in a playful way. He's like, oh, that's cute, but I could do better, or like he could do better. I say this with the 8 of coins. The 8 of coins says, oh, that was cute enough. That was decent. I think he could have done more. I think he could have done better. So, hilarious. Aegyo battle. Oh, God. Haruto could not. Haruto couldn't do it. You need a mentor. I will teach you. Hilarious. Oh, this question. Let me take a break. I need water. I need water. Hyunsuk is built with constant practice. True. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move forward. Okay, so next question, Pear asks, so they were roommates and then dorm mates before. Now that Haruto has moved out again, what are the things that they miss from each other in terms of their living situations? What are their habits or traits that frustrates them but all the way love each other more? Okay, so this is like multiple questions in one. Let's work on that. Let's not put multiple questions in one. I have to divide it. So I'm going to make a spread for this. Okay. 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 What are the things that... Aw, cute. Okay. And then... Wait a minute. It's a lot. Oh? Really? Oh. Really? That's so funny. Oh, wow. Okay. First bit. Okay. What do they miss about each other in terms of like their living situation? So Hyunsuk misses Haruto in terms of like having a baby to look after. I kid you not. I literally kid you not. We have the ruler of cups or the king of cups. So everyone that lives with Hyunsuk now, he doesn't have to like have that protective switch on or the baby switch on. He's like, oh, I miss Haruto. Like, I miss like checking on him like in his room or if he's doing okay, just, you know, all that jazz. But yeah, because yes, like I think it's Yedam that lives with them now. He doesn't have to do that with Yedam. Like he has that same like care for Yedam, but Yedam, it's much more of like a friend thing, whereas like Haruto is like one of the babies. He looks at him like a baby. So that's very cute. Haruto, what does Haruto miss about Hyunsuk and their living situation? Here is what's funny. Even though Hyunsuk has checked on him from time to time, I already mentioned this, that Hyunsuk still gives like respect for Haruto's space, right? This is not happening with Haruto in this new dorm. This is actually not happening in the new dorm. And I saying this because we have the Five of Cups in reverse. The Five of Cups in reverse says it's either or. With Hyunsuk, there's like a good balance between checking on him and then leaving him alone. Now Haruto says, or his energy says, that it could be a little too quiet or it could be a little too invasive. There's no middle ground now living in this new dorm. Haruto's just like, man, it's not that bad. It wasn't that bad with Hyunsuk. At least Hyunsuk knew when to check on me or when to leave me alone. There's that good balance. But with where he's at right now, it's so funny. They're always like, hey, what are you up to? And Haruto's just like, yo, leave me alone, man. So Haruto was the youngest in the other dorm, but the new dorm is like Barkada dorm. Or like, yeah, Barkada dorm. For those that don't know, Barkada, it's like being like friends or their clique. So yeah, he doesn't get as much balance in terms of his privacy in this new dorm. So yeah. That's what he misses about Hyunsuk. Okay. On that note, what are the habits or traits that frustrate them about each other, but all the way love each other more? Okay. So what are there? So for Hyunsuk, what traits about Haruto? What traits about Haruto did Hyunsuk admire? Oh no, not admire, frustrate. What? Sorry, let me reword that. What traits about Haruto frustrated Hyunsuk when they were living together? What traits about Haruto frustrated Hyunsuk when they were living together? Wait, really? Oh, that's so funny. Haruto being the ultimate teenager. I can't. Oh, man. So, Haruto is with Jay Sahi-hwan now. Okay, cool. Here's what's funny. So, what frustrated Hyunsuk sometimes about Haruto, apparently, like in their living situation before, is say that, you know how Haruto likes to space out, or he has this habit of spacing out? Sometimes he kind of lives in his own world. So when they're at home, I saw a scenario. It's as if, like, say Hyunsuk sees Haruto in the living room and he's like doing something, or he's just kind of minding his own business, and he's spaced out. You can imagine Hyunsuk being like, Haruto, like, want to do this, want to have a meal together, want to hang out. And it's as simple as like trying to get Haruto's attention just to talk to him, but Haruto's just like too spaced out, like he just lives in his own world. And Hyunsuk's like, hello, anybody there? Do you hear me? And Haruto's like, oh, were you talking to me? Typical teenager. And Hyunsuk's like, wow, okay then. It's fine. I didn't ask. I didn't say anything. I'll just go. So that's the energy that like low-key frustrated Hyunsuk. He's like, okay, he's just being a kid and doing his own thing. He wants to be unbothered. So yeah, there's that. Right? For real. Now, other way, what is one thing that about Hyunsuk that frustrated Haruto? This is like Chong with Jihoon, same. True! Okay. What is one thing about Hyunsuk that frustrated Haruto, but all the way loves more? Stop. No, I can't. We have the Sun card and we have the 10 of Cups. This is good cards to have, but what's funny is like as a frustration in Haruto's end. So Hyunsuk is very expressive and he can be very loud. You know I'm right. Hyunsuk can be very loud. Hyunsuk, when he's excited or passionate about something, it's just he's out there. That can Haruto, he's happy when Hyunsuk's happy, but man, a lot of the times he's like, yo, can you shh? You're being too loud, like shush. I say this because the sun card is just ecstatic and just a lot of energy. And for Haruto, he's just like, yo, you need to calm down. I know you're happy and whatnot, but like, whoa, chill. And so the Ten of Cups means just all around his loudness, his energy spreads. And again, Haruto doesn't mind that he's happy that, you know, it's there, but if he can just tone it down a little bit, take it down a notch, that'd be great. So Hyunsuk suddenly acted. Yep, exactly. But Ruto is loud too. Have you heard him? He is loud. Haruto is loud, but he doesn't do it all the time. He does it like in the moment when it's necessary. I think this is also a cultural thing. I've noticed this a lot, like with like Japanese. You know, they're very like tame, especially in the household. They're they're very calm and they're very zen. I've noticed that, and I think if I like kind of observe how Haruto's been brought up, there's this tameness. So, you know what I mean? It's a cultural thing. Like, even if you look at the other members, the Japan line members, Mashio is also very tame and like at home. So is Yoshi, and so is Asahi. Well, Asahi is very tame in general, and they're very calm. They're very calm, especially at home. You know, home is. So yeah, I've just noticed that myself. Like, Haruto can be loud if he wanted to, but there's a timing for it. Hyunsuk, he's excited and very expressive a lot. So. Anyway, yeah. It was frustrating, but yet still he loves him all the more. Okay. Oh, I missed something. Damn, I'm sorry. See, payer of this reading, this is why, again, this is just for future reference. This is why I need questions to just be separate. Like, all these questions you sent me are like 4-in-1 questions. I literally missed a part of the Egyo question you asked me. So I'll go back to it. I'll go back to it because I missed it. So for future reference, if you have a question, just one question, one-liner questions. Sorry. So we're going to kind of go back to the Egyo part. He wanted to know, when exactly do they find each other the cutest? Okay, we'll go back to it. When do they find each other the cutest? So for Hyunsuk, when does he find Haruto the cutest? Or adorable? When does he find... Okay. I agree to this. That would be me. That's such a me. I would totally do this. Hyunsuk finds... So we have the Two of Wands. This is the Two of Wands. And the Queen of Coins. So Hyunsuk finds Haruto the cutest when he's actually bothered. He likes it when he's like, when Haruto's so focused and he's just minding his own damn business, and then you bug him just to spite him or just to annoy him because he gets all whiny a little bit. He's like, what do you want from me? And it gets all cute and whatnot. Hyunsuk finds that adorable. He likes bugging him. Because he acts like an actual baby. He's an actual child. And so, yeah, he finds Haruto cute when he's bothered or he's annoyed because he'll eventually just let them, even though he's annoyed anyway. So Hyunsuk takes advantage of that. Cute. Now, in the opposite sense, when does Haruto find Hyunsuk the cutest? Okay, so he finds Hyunsuk the cutest. I'll show you why. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Hermit. So upright. So these two cards says Haruto finds Hyunsuk the cutest when he's picked on, or when he feels cornered, or when he feels like he's alone and everyone's against him. They do that like on purpose to make him like sensitive or shy or embarrassed, and Haruto finds that very cute on Hyunsuk. We also have here the Seven of Coins. Seven of Coins. It's like whenever Hyunsuk is in the mode, he's like, look, I'm just here. I'm just doing my thing, and you're choosing to make me, you're choosing to throw me under the bus, you're choosing to put the spotlight on me all of a sudden. And so the Seven of Coins is just like, can you let me breathe? and again, Haruto finds it hilarious, he finds it cute, so precious. Okay, almost there. 1, 2, 3, 4 questions more. Okay. I think I can do that. Okay. So the next question is during, hold on, let me read this. You know what? Then. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to read this to you. All right, I'm okay with that. So, our pair wanted to know, this is back in YG Treasure Box Final. She says, so Hyunsuk got the most votes in the rap unit first during the YG Treasure Box Final. But then eventually Haruto took over that #1 spot, even after the final tally from Yang Hyunsuk. How did Hyunsuk really feel or think during that moment, especially since it's Haruto that recommended him to go for the rap instead of the dance unit? Okay. Interesting question. Okay. How did Hyunsuk genuinely feel in that moment when Haruto took over the #1 spot? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Nice. Okay. So we have here the Two of Coins. Hyunsuk was basically in his mindset. He knows that it's deserved. He didn't think that it was invalid for Haruto to get #1. He thought that was correct. He believed it to himself. He's like, oh no, I'm okay with that. Basically, if I was Hyunsuk, I could have respectively said, oh, no, that's about right. Like, that's deserving. Haruto deserves that. So he's okay with that. But then when it came to like looking at himself, he did have his discouragement. So we have the Tower in reverse. Obviously, he's only human. Look, it's a heart that's like kind of like in shambles. So the Tower in reverse says that, yeah, looking at Haruto, he's happy for Haruto because he knows he deserves that spot. But when he's looking at himself, he was discouraged. Okay, he felt bad, or he felt like, oh man, I didn't make it, or I didn't do better to, it's normal, it's natural to feel this way. So because it's a competition. So he did feel a little down, but again, he was still very supportive, especially with this Two of Coins upright. Then we also have the Seeker, or the Page of Swords, meaning that he acknowledges like, look, I did my best, and that's all I could really accept. I can accept that I did my all-time and maybe it wasn't up to par to be number one, but that's okay with me. I'm just taking it as if, all right, I could do better later. I could do better in the future. Even though it is discouraging right now, I could still do better. So he was very mature about the situation, or about like the moment of how it felt. He didn't try to let his emotions kind of take over or hold any regret or resentment. But, you know, in the moment, he did feel bad. So. Okay. Now, in that same context, let's see. What does he think about Harato's rap skills now? Oh, wait, what? Sorry, hold on. What does he think about Harato's rap skills and performances then versus now? Okay. What does Hyunsuk think about Harato's rap skills and performances then versus now? So for tapping into Hyunsuk's energy, please. Tap into Hyunsuk's energy, please. What did he think about Harato's skills before? What did he think about his skills? What does he think about his skills now? Ooh, nice. Okay. Before, Hyunsuk's perception of Harato's skills with the Hermit upright. This means that he looks at Harato's skills and talent as a secret weapon. I have been using that term a lot these days, especially when it comes to Hyunsuk, but he looks at Haruto and he's just like, this kid has got it. Like, he's just naturally that good, and sometimes you just never know what comes at you, right? Now, that's even before. So that's how he felt before. How he feels about it now. This is funny, actually. We have the Three of Swords upright. Three of Swords upright. He genuinely believes that Haruto has gotten so good that he's wholeheartedly and proudly, okay, I'm saying this in a positive manner, he has proudly acknowledged that even Haruto can be better than him. He's like, man, this kid is good. Like, I'm having a hard time keeping up with Haruto. Like, how is he this good? And he keeps getting better and better. He's proud. And what's funny is the Three of Swords upright, this is saying that, yeah, he's proud he's this good now, and he acknowledges that. It's funny though, he's like, man, Haruto, he is so good. His words, like the way he raps and performs, can intimidate everyone, not just me. You know what I mean? He has that much faith. He has that much faith in Haruto's skills. Hyunsuk has that much faith and belief and pride in Haruto's skills, because he knows that he can get intimidated. He knows it to a point that Haruto's skills can intimidate anybody else out there. He's like, no, it's not just me. Everyone should be scared of Haruto. You know, the Three of Swords, it talks about how sharp Haruto is, how smart, how witty. And it's funny because it reminds me of Treasure Map. When Haruto, Hyunsuk, Yeodam, Chongwoo, and Chonghwan, they went up to the temple, right? They went up to have like their meditation. It was a penalty, but they went to the temple and, you know, experienced that. And I think they asked how Haruto felt about the food that they ate up there, and he said something very Korean, and like, you know, they were saying in a positive, joking way, they're like, wow, Haruto's so Korean now, like he's really good at his skills. It's kind of that same energy, it's that same vibe, that Haruto's gotten so good in his skills, not just with the language, but because you acknowledge that he's not Korean, but he's really adapted to the language, that he's even using, you know, advanced words or advanced, you know, lyrics and creation. And so again, Hyunsuk's saying, now he looks at him, he's like, that's a threat. This kid is a threat. And I agree. Like, I mean that in a positive way. Like, don't let Haruto hurt you. So yeah. Payer wanted to know also in the opposite stance of how Haruto feels about Hyunsuk's skills and performance. So how does Haruto feel? Same. It's pretty much the same. Ooh. Okay. So here is interesting. Wow. So Haruto's observance or perception of Hyunsuk's skills rapping and performing. Ace of Cups upright. He gets very inspired with Hyunsuk's style. I say more of the style because Hyunsuk has a very playful one. It's very experimental, whereas with Haruto, there's a certain there's a kick or like a punch out of Haruto, but Hyunsuk can be very playful with it. It's not like you never expect the same kind of flow from it. And the Ace of Cups says he gets inspired with how artistic he can get, how experimental he can get. And then we have here the the Six of Coins. So the Six of Coins is saying that Haruto looks at the way Hyunsuk performs and he finds inspiration that way in terms of like, oh, Hyung's so good, like, and he has fun with it. I want to make sure that I'm also, giving the same, reciprocation in terms of performing, because that's what performing is all about, especially if you're not a soloist. If you're in a group, you have to make sure everyone is cohesive, right? When you're performing together, it has to look natural amongst each other. You have to work well together in performing. And this is ultimately probably why when you see those two rap together, it's in sync. Like they both radiate the same kind of energy because they're both very considerate of each other's skills. So back then, Haruto's already respected Hyunsuk's style and playfulness, but then even up till now he's like trying to keep up with Hyunsuk's vibe or Hyunsuk's energy, because he doesn't want to make them, when they perform together, he wants to make sure they don't look awkward, right? He wants to make sure that they look good, they perform well, and they're just natural. And it's true. They've nailed it. They always nail it. So, yep. Hyunsuk's style is unique since Mix 9. It's really cool and very Hyunsuk. Agree. Okay. Next. They both did not get into... Ooh, okay. Hold on. See, yeah, a lot of these questions, this question literally has 1, 2, and 3 questions in one. Let's not do, again, I don't mind it. What you're asking me to do is like so many spreads, but it's fine. So I'll read it to you. It says, they both did not get to fully experience high school. So how are they they both didn't get to fully experience high school. How do they actually feel about that for themselves and for each other? Do they want to pursue a higher education? If yes, what major do they want and what major actually fits them? Like, how many questions is that? It's like 4 in 1. Future reference. If you're booking a reading with me, please just one-liner questions, please. All right. In the context of both of them not fully experiencing high school, how do they feel about it? Okay. Okay. So for Hyunsuk. The V Live ended peacefully. Well, that's a relief. Okay. How does Hyunsuk feel? Okay. How does Haruto feel? Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna break it down. First, right, how do they actually feel about, not experiencing high school? We have the Chariot. They said that it's a sacrifice they both chose together. They both, well, not together, but like on their own for their personal, matters. They both decided that this is what they wanted, this is what they needed. They have a full acceptance of that. They do. Now, so it doesn't exactly phase them because they know that this is what they kind of set themselves up for in terms of the future. So that's what they feel, about it in general. How do they feel about it for each other? So how does Hyunsuk feel about Haruto not experiencing high school? How does Haruto feel about Hyunsuk not experiencing high school? In general, we have the Four of Swords. So they feel bad. They both feel bad for each other, but they know that they can experience education in the future. Okay. It says the Four of Swords acknowledges that kind of like it's never too late kind of thing. Like right now they're doing their own sacrifices or they're doing their own, thing right now, especially establishing their career, but they understand that it's never too late. They could always do it in the future. And it's true. A lot of idols have sacrificed their education to be, fully established in this career and later on went back to school. It's like Big Bang, for example. Big Bang has done that. Big Bang has definitely done that. So they can do the same thing, right? So they're not that discouraged. It's not like, oh, we can never go back to school. No, you can. Definitely can. And in this like time or in this generation, there's a lot of adults going back to school. I've seen a lot of older people going to college because they never had the opportunity when they were younger, but now they're taking advantage of going back to school now, which is great. That's something to be admirable of. So yeah, they can definitely do it later. Now, in the same context, do they want to, right? Do they want to pursue higher education? Yes, I see. Yes. Yep. Literally, the Ace of Swords upright. Both of them want to pursue it one day. And if yes, right, you wanted to know what major do they want or what major that... Okay, this isn't like separate. What major do they want and what major actually fits them? Okay, let's separate this. Again, please, one-liner questions. Make my job easy, please. Make it convenient for me. Help me out here. Make the question as simple as possible. Make the question simple so I don't have to make a complex spread for me. Anyway, what major does Hyunsuk want if he does? Actually, let's put this here. What major would Hyunsuk like to do? Or anything that involves... I could see that. Okay. Yep, I could totally see that. So for Hyunsuk, he wants, if like in the future he decides to pursue higher education, he wants to do anything that's in like production, like actually getting a degree for it, something with design. It's about creation. It's about the creative aspect. So he wants to go through that. But then what's interesting is there are majors with the Six of Cups upright. The Six of Cups upright means a lot more about management as well. So something with design, but then also management too. So yeah, I could see that about him. He has that leadership skills. In terms of Haruto though, how about Haruto? Haruto's energy does not know. He's still young, and he hasn't like really thought about it because it's something that's kind of like not in tune timeline wise, because he doesn't even like experience high school right now, even if he wants to. So to even like allow himself to think about what he wants to do in higher education, he hasn't thought about it yet. I say this with the 8 of Wands in reverse and the 3 of Coins in reverse. So he's not sure. He doesn't know yet. Now, going back, what does the universe say would be fitting for them? What does the universe say that would be fitting for them? Okay, the 6 of Wands. Excuse me. For Hyunsuk, the universe agrees that if Hyunsuk wants to pursue anything in production or in design or management, that's very fitting for him. So the universe says, yeah, no, he knows what he's about. He knows what he wants, and it's very fitting. He should do that. For Haruto, what should he try? Oh. Really? One more. Why is this here? Huh. How interesting. Wait, I need to look at his birth chart again. Why is that? For Haruto? That's why. I keep forgetting the amount of air that Haruto has. I keep forgetting. So the universe says if one day Haruto pursues higher education, he will better fit anything that deals with like law or political. It could be also business works, but there's much more about law. There's much more about, legalities. So yeah, he would do well in terms of management too, but much more on the political side. So wow, right on. Yeah, makes complete sense to me. I mean, all that Libra and Gemini placements, sheesh, bro. Awesome. So if he finds interest in that, the universe is saying he'd do well with that. Okay, moving forward. What were their thoughts or feelings about their 2-day performance and now their upcoming comeback? And what are their thoughts and feelings about their 2-day performance, their upcoming comeback, and also their potential future concert? Okay. All right. Let's divide that. Yeah. Shimanyo. Cards, what are you doing? Oh, man. Cards, why? Okay. I don't know for president. I'm dead. What are their thoughts or feelings about their 2-day performance? Let's do this in general. They love it. 10 of Cups upright. That was a very fun time. They're very content. They're not harsh on themselves. They just enjoyed the moment because it was just very special to them. It was the first time they've seen Tumes up close in a very long time. So it was just very special. And they were content with their performance. Okay. Now, what are their thoughts and feelings about this upcoming comeback? 3 of Wands, they're very excited. This talks about moving forward. They're ready to move forward. But they're being very patient because the 3 of Wands talks about looking forward, but still adjusting the minor things, tweaking the flaws, making sure everything is perfect. This is the perfectionist side of the both of them. The Three of Wands says we don't want to be too hasty in terms of moving forward into the next comeback. We want to make sure everything is perfect, everything is top quality, everything is aligned with what we had planned or visualized to be. So Three of Wands says they are ready to move forward, but they're tying the loose ends and making everything perfect. All right. What about their potential future concerts? What do they feel about that? Two of Cups. They're very, 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 very excited. The Two of Cups says it's going to be amazing because once that is ready, once they feel like they're ready for it, they're excited to look at it as like a reunion. They find value in 2-day or the private stage 2-day, but when they look at like concert, they're pretty much like, oh yeah, it'll be a good time when we get to finally do it, and it will feel like a reunion, So the Two of Cups says we can't wait to connect with our fans again and actually give them a real concert and top quality performances. So they are excited. They're very excited. So in due time, they'll be ready for it. Now, last question from Pear. I'm just kidding. I love you. Last question from our pair, then we'll go into predictions. All right. This one's a fun one. Pretty much what are their earnest wishes for each other, but that's like the motive of this question, but she's asking it in a way with Marvel. So she's like, if they had the power to collect all the Infinity Stones, how would they use that power for each other? Bro. I love that reference. I love Marvel. I love it. So I'm happy that you use this reference because I can't do that, like certain questions like this, unless it's what I know. Okay. So if they collect all the Infinity Stones, how would they use these powers for each other? Okay. How would they use these powers for each other? So how would Hyunsuk, if Hyunsuk had the gauntlet, if Hyunsuk had the Infinity Gauntlet, what would he do for Haruto? How funny. Okay. I feel like this is always a typical answer for Japan line. So we have here the Hierophant or the anchor in this deck. So we have that, and then we also have the Hanged Man upright. So the anchor or the Hierophant plus the Hanged Man. This says Hyunsuk, if he had that power, he would ultimately kind of create Haruto's like convenience to, be where he wants to be, especially when it comes to like being separated from his family. So I think that's like one of his main concerns. I say this because we have the Queen of Wands upright. This means that Hyunsuk acknowledges he has the privilege to see his family whenever he wants to because he's in Korea. He's a lot closer to his family. Haruto does not have that privilege. So Hyunsuk, feels bad. If he had that power, he would literally, anytime Haruto wants to, he'll have that power and he'll send him home instantly. I snap, pun intended. So there is that. Anything else that Hyunsuk wishes for Haruto? Oh, I can't share this one. I can't share this one. I'm sorry. This one's personal. Damn it. Is there anything else I can actually share? Oh, man. You're killing me, cards. You're giving me... Okay, never mind. That's all I can share. That's literally all I can share. Okay. All right, let's go to Haruto. If Haruto had the Infinity Gauntlet, what would he do for Hyunsuk? Oh, thank you. I love my shirt as well. Okay, so if this is funny. So if Haruto had the Infinity Gauntlet, this is funny. What would he wish for? What would he do for Hyunsuk? I feel like Haruto would do something very funny. I have a feeling Haruto's gonna do something very funny. I knew it. I knew it. I felt it as soon as I tapped into Haruto's energy. Oh, Haruto was so sweet. Okay, it's sweet but also very funny. I'll start with the sweet part. Haruto will literally. So I guess Hyunsuk, you know how very sentimental he was to acknowledge that he has his own little studio in YG Entertainment, but Haruto has bigger ambitions to have his own like everything in terms of like a bigger studio, even his own recording studio, all of it. Haruto would literally create that whole world for Hyunsuk instantly because it sounds like Hyunsuk raves about it all the time. So in terms of that, Haruto will be like, all right, you want that? I got that for you. And then not only that, so the funny part is, sorry, I'm laughing because it's super cute. But Haruto says, or his energy says, that if he had the ultimate power, he would make Hyunsuk. It's almost like, who said it? Someone said Haruto for president. Turn that around. Haruto thinks that Hyunsuk should be president. So Haruto would give Hyunsuk like ultimate authority to turn it around, be like, Hyunsuk should be the one that rules. Not just within treasure, but with a lot of things. I say this because we have the devil or the Capricorn energy, and then we also have the 6 of swords. So this talks about freedom, right? And so Hana's like, oh, you want that freedom? I'll try to give that to you. Bam, there you go. Anything else? Ooh, 6 of swords earlier. Now, what is this? Oh, shoot. Oh. Really? Okay. Another personal one that I cannot share. Okay. Can you share? Can you give me something I can? Oh. How funny. How did those hilarious? Okay. Wait, what? Suck and Jihoon on a date. What? Did they post? Anyway, one more thing that Haruto would wish for Hyunsuk is how do I say this? There is a dream, how do I say this? A dream collaboration that Hyunsuk wants. I can't share who, but there is someone that Hyunsuk really wants to perform with or to collaborate with, like personally, like as a soloist. Haruto's, he'll just be like, okay, done. So yeah, that's cute, honestly. Funny, but very cute. They posted on Twitter. Okay. Whew. All right, I finally finished all the questions from our parent, and look, I'm over time. This is ultimately why I limit 10 questions, but it's fine. These are good questions. I don't mind it. But next time for people that book me. All right, for next time that people book me, I'm done. Let's make it much more simpler because we can't keep doing dynamic readings as 3 hours. So I'm gonna take a breather. And yeah, I'm gonna just chill a little bit because that was a lot, and then I'll do predictions. I'm just gonna double check my cards because I think one of them's trying to speak to me. Who is trying to talk to me right now? Nope. It truly was a lot of questions. It was, but it's okay. They were really good questions anyway. Energy check. How is everybody? Hold on. Suckling looks like a couple on their update. Oh god, I love that. Am I gonna die? I'm probably gonna die. Knock on wood. Okay. Who is trying to talk to me? Which card are... Nope. What are you trying to say? Yes, I will. Oh, that's assuring. That's assuring. Okay. Okay. All right, I see you. Anyway, we'll do predictions now. They look like a real couple. What if they... No, I'm just kidding. See, now you're making me intrigued. I want to see. Am I going to scream real quick? Let me look at it real quick. Aw, that's so cute. Actually, I'm not dying. That's actually very sweet. I love that. Look at these two Cancer moons. I can't stand them. They're freaking adorable. These two Cancer moons are... I love it. Look at their photos. It's so cute. Cute. Hanging out for a bit. That's what it's called. Or that's what the caption says in English. Hanging out for a bit. How adorable. What if it's a TMI log? That would be sweet. Oh, I love them soft. I love them. Okay. The pictures are super cute. No, it's sweet. It's very cute. Both of these water placements. They're such softies. Can't stand them. Okay. All right, moving on. Let's begin with predictions. It's already been 2.5 hours. Jesus Christ, have mercy on me. Okay. Let's start. So if you've gotten this far into the reading, thank you for your patience and for hanging out this long. If you just got in, thank you as well. We are going into predictions, and I am going to see, I'm going to channel into both Hyunsuk right now and to Haruto even deeper and see what the energy says, what the universe says for the both of them. It could be one download, could be a handful, doesn't matter. We'll see what I can summon up today. On that note, please take the predictions with a grain of salt. Like I said, the energy is always shifting, the universe is always working. Hyunsuk and Haruto still have a free will of choice. So even if I say something that could happen, it's not set in stone. All right? It's not set in stone. If you want certain things to happen that I mention, please do not dwell on the predictions. Do not talk about it. Do not tweet it. Do not overthink and dwell. Just let it happen. Let the universe do its magic and such. We set it and forget it. Thank you, guys. So, dear spirit, universe, let's tap into your energy. I detect Haruto, all of us. Where is Haruto? Why can't I detect him? Oh, there you are. Woo, okay. All right. Whoa. Damn, what was that? Woo! Okay, sorry. What was that all about? Okay. Universe, what can we expect from Hyunsuk and Haruto in the future? You can share with me as much as you'd like. Huh? Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute, real quick. I don't know if fans are gonna like this. Yeah, kind of new. Actually, yeah, it's new. But I feel like this is one of the things that you guys expect, or how it was worried about. So, is this? Sorry, let me confirm. Oh, shoot. Will they be okay? Man. Okay. It looks to me, freaking A, man. Treasure. You guys are probably not gonna like this. Treasure might. I don't know if it's Kingdom, but it looks like it's Kingdom. If it's not Kingdom, we're gonna go into something similar. Treasure's gonna be in a competition. This. Yeah, I see. See the reaction? Yeah. You're not gonna like this. But it looks. I know. As a team or individual? As a team. As a team. I know. I was like, oof. The way. Look, I don't know. Listen, I don't know if it's Kingdom. It doesn't have to be Kingdom. I'm just saying I see it to be a competition. And I can't ultimately say it's all of Treasure. I just see a Treasure logo. I just said that I see the Treasure logo, I see the representative, and then I see Mnet. So and then I see like really quickly competition vibes and just yeah. So it is Mnet though. It is Mnet. Stephanie, she says, can we talk about it so it doesn't happen? That's not how that works, my dear. That's not how that works. So here's what I have for you. I'm going to ask real quick, though. Is this what they want? I'm going to ask if this is something that they agree to. I'm going to ask if this is something they agree to. Is this what Treasure would like? Or is this something... This is something that Treasure would... Bro, you see how... Oh, no! Y'all! Hold on, sorry, my card flew. Oh, no! They don't want this. I kid you not. The tower. They're like, no, why do we have to? The tower is total surprise to them. And then we also have, what's interesting though, is we have here the, okay, let me say this real quick. Let me say this real quick. The tower says that they didn't want to. And then, let me say this real quick. We have the Sovereign or the Queen of Wands. So in the initial moment, even if they didn't want to at first, it looks to me with this Queen of Wands, it says, you know what? Screw them. We've been through a lot of survival shows. We can show them. We can show them. They look, these kids they're passionate. They're literally like, you know what? Fine, we're gonna do this and we're gonna pummel everyone. I love that. Now, let me see what else you can tell me about this. Let me see what else. What are the influences of this? Mm-hmm. Oh. Interesting. Huh. Wait, let me clarify something. Wait. No, this is different, guys. Wait, hold on. It's not just treasure. What the heck? What is this? Sorry, I need to stop real quick. I'm confused now. It's not just treasure. What? What is this? It's not just treasure. What? Clarify with me. Oh. No, you're oh my god. Universe. This whole time I thought. Okay. Let's scratch literally everything I just said. Okay? Let's scratch not everything, but most of it. So, back then, previous readings I've had a download, and I said that Treasure is going to have a collaboration performance with YG Family artist. It wasn't for a concert. It wasn't for the concert after all. It was for this show. It wasn't, yeah, it's pretty much this whole time I thought, oh, it looks like a it's not even, it's for a show. And it's not exactly a competition anymore, but people are gonna make it like a competition. So I take it back. It's not a survival show. But it's kind of like maybe like a Gaio. Back in the day, SBS, NBC, Mnet, and all those other TV channels, they would do those year-end shows, and like different people would perform and do collaborations. There's going to be YG representative, and I thought it was a competition. I read that wrong. I apologize. I said it's like a competition because everyone's going to make it like a competition. So that's what I was confused. I thought it was a survival show. It's not. Thank God. Thank goodness. It is on Mnet, though. I do see Mnet, but it's, again, I say it's competition because people are gonna be like, oh, YG Family, like this one's better, blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Everyone can breathe. I was confused for a moment, so my bad. y'all got really heated. I don't. So why do they not want? Yeah. So why do they not want? I was going to get to that. So why do they not want is because they know about Mnet's editing skills. And it's funny because I had this feeling too in general. So Mnet has a habit of having terrible camera work, especially when it's a live show. Mnet has terrible camera work, and they initially want to do it, but it's kind of like if they acknowledge it, It's like, what's the point? We're not even going to be shown that much unless they like pay up. So they know the politics to it. They know that YG Entertainment would have to like pay as much as possible to get that screen time. But then it sucks because sometimes even if they do quote unquote pay for it, Mnet's gonna screw them over anyway. So there's this. And then another reason why they don't want to do it is is because it's still clout, right? They know that it's all clout. Like, yeah, they want to perform because it's for the sake of performing, but they know they're going to use their performance for like to take advantage. So this is also one of my frustrations, especially me being a YG stan for this long. Every time, like say for example, there's a long set list or a long lineup in a show, they're purposefully putting YG Entertainment artists last. Why? So that people like us, like YG stans, will wait until the very end, like everyone is watching the whole show, so that we see our our artists perform. They do that on purpose. They always put them on the end. They know, and YG artists know that as well. So they're like, yeah, that's cool and all, but yeah, exactly. So that's ultimately what it is. The whole competition thing is just the fact that people make it out to be a competition. So screw them. Right. Okay. That's fine. All right, let's move forward. I'm sorry, guys. You guys got heated for no reason. It was just me confused with what's going on because I saw it, and then it's funny because my vision connected to the old download. I was like, what is that? And then it connected to the old download. Oh, it wasn't a concert after all. It was Mnet, and it was it was just a different show. So yeah. Maybe for mama, maybe. All right, anything else we can expect? Oh, old download, but fairly new because I haven't seen this download in a while. One of the dorms. How cute. Oh, it might, okay, listen, it might be, I don't know who it is. I don't know which dorm it is because they could potentially move around again in the future, like dorm wise, but one of the dorms is gonna get a puppy. It's back. They're gonna get a pet. There's one of the dorms is gonna get a pet, and I can't tell which dorm it is because it looks like they moved around again. I saw a puppy, really cute. Addition to the family, a two pet. It should be Jihoon. A two puppy, yeah, right. I see it again. It's the same one. I can't tell whose puppy it is or who quote unquote officially owns it, but it's a puppy. Addition to the family. Is it Mashio's? I can't tell because what I saw, it's not the same. I'm not going to tell you who, but I see a different, it's like an arrangement. It's like some switch around again. So I can't tell. Anything else? All right. Next. Okay. Haruto. Ooh, I mentioned this. I did mention this before. Haruto and Hyunsuk. Wait. Haruto, Hyunsuk, Yoshi, Jaehyuk. Wait, sorry, that was unclear. Haruto, Hyunsuk, Yoshi, Jaehyuk. Who is that one? Doyoung? Ah, it is Doyoung. Doyoung. Mashi. Sheesh, I was like, who was that? Okay, sorry. Haruto, Hyunsuk, Yoshi, Jaehyuk, Mashi, and Doyoung. These members, interesting. These members are going to be caught like in some fashion show, not in the show, but like at some fashion show. They're going to be watching like from the sidelines. They're going to be invited. I see them a little older, actually, not going to lie. I'm going to say maybe 2-3 years. 2-3 years from now. They look older. They look really good. I can't tell who the brand is. I see it, but it's like a blur. But I see a lot of people. They're on the like the side of the runway and they're watching, and they're like, all of them are, yeah, they look good. They all look good. So 6 members out of, that was 6 members. So okay. Okay. At the Jen, what's their hair color? Joke. Would you kill me if I said that Jaehyuk is blonde? Jaehyuk is blonde in the download. I'll say that much. Like bright blonde. Yep. Jaehyuk is blonde. Almost like June during debut era. Jaehyuk was blonde, so I'll give you that much. It was bright and sleek. How do I like it? I love it, actually. When I'm looking at it, he looked really good because it's stylized really nice. It's stylized really nice, and he has like the fade. Why am I talking? This is not a Jaehyuk reading. Stop. Stop it, Jan. Okay, anyways, yeah. All right. Anyway, moving on. How to fill in Hyunsuk? Anything else? Ooh, Haruto and Hyunsuk together in a radio show. Cool. So it's almost like, so remember when Hyunsuk and Jaehyuk went to a radio? I think it was NBC, but now it's Hyunsuk and Haruto. They're gonna be representatives in a radio show. So that's fun. It's funny because it looks like Haruto is familiar with someone in the show. I can't tell who that is. Anyway, they're going to be in the radio show together. Anything else? Oh no. Find your money. Find your money. Oh no. Good freaking luck, everybody. So, listen. Treasure is going to have a lot of... This is interesting, actually. So, they're going to have a collaboration with a clothing line. It's not high-end. It's not super high-end, or it could be. I don't really know. But it's like... How do I mention this? It's like... I don't know. I forget it. Forget pricing. I'm just saying there's a clothing line that they're going to collaborate with. It's like almost like a department store type. It's pretty much affordable for everyone, so that's cool. So, but what's interesting is I'm seeing that Treasure is going to have like, imagine this. So every member, there's 12 members of Treasure. So each of them are going to curate an outfit, and they're going to sell the outfit as a whole package. And So basically, it's like Hyunsuk's picks, Jihoon's picks. You know what I mean? They're gonna create like their own. They're gonna create their own little fashion, outfit, and then you get to choose. And if you buy these certain, whole outfits, there's an event too. It's for both men wear and female wear. Why did I say femme? Female wear. So find your money. And then there's a specific like item that every member is gonna have that they kind of designed for, because I think this is Hyunsuk. Like Hyunsuk designed a t-shirt. I think Jihoon designed a jacket. Is that what it is? Looks like a jacket. But you get my drift. Every member is going to design a specific item, and then it's going to be a part of that kind of design that they create, or outfit that they make. So, all right. Anything else? I'm hearing the word chocolate again. What is with this? Chocolate? Why are you telling me chocolate again? Chocolate. Okay, we get it. Chocolate. Okay. My right ear. Okay, chocolate. All right, keyword, I guess. Anything else? What was that? Okay, so one more. Okay. I think this is the old one that I saw. I mentioned before that we might see Treasure in one of the YouTube channels of iKON, so it might be Yoonhyung's channel or Chanu's channel. Regardless, we're gonna see Treasure and iKON together a little bit, so that's very cute. It's like a pop-up appearance of the members in one of the channels. Again, I can't tell if it's Chanu's channel or Yoonhyung's channel, but I see a Treasure iKON moment. Very cute. There's a lot of them. That is a mess. It's all a blur. I'm like, there's a lot of members. Not all of them, but there is a lot of them. I can't count. They're all moving everywhere in my download. It's funny because they're at the gym. Close the gyms. Literally, I see it. It's all of not all of Treasure, but like some members of Treasure and some members of iKON, and they're at the gym, and I'm like, okay, I guess we're doing that. So prepare yourselves for that moment. Right? So we'll see. What else? Jihoon must be one of them. Yes, actually it is. I did see Jihoon. I saw Jaehyuk as well, and Junkyu. I don't know though. I don't know. I couldn't tell the other members. Like, it was just a mess. I just saw a lot of them. Okay, anything else you'd like to tell me? Okay. So, is this the last one? It is the last one. Okay. This is the last download. Another new one, actually. Haruto and Hyunsuk, actually. Haruto, Hyunsuk, and Junkyu. Haruto, Hyunsuk, and Junkyu. They're gonna. I think that it's a track. I think it's a song. Because I see produced by. It's interesting. It's interesting to see all of their names under produced. I see Hyunsuk as the first one though. Hyunsuk, Junkyu. No. Sorry. I'm reading it in Korean. Okay, sorry. Produced by Hyunsuk and Junkyu. But then lyrics, it says Hyunsuk, Junkyu, Haruto. That's what I saw. Produced by first producer is Hyunsuk. Then co-producer is Junkyu. And then underneath it says lyrics by Hyunsuk, Junkyu, and Haruto. I don't know if that's a title song. It doesn't have to be a title song, but I just see their names together. So, okay. All right. Is that okay? Well, if that's the last download, let me double check. Is that the last download? Yeah, it's the last one. All right. We are done. Finally, I'm hitting the 3-hour mark. Good Lord. Okay. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling my energy a little. Ooh, I feel a little. So on that note, predictions are done, but we are going to pull more cards, but for advice. I just need to hold something real quick. Let me just hold. Let me hold this real quick before I pull advice. Okay. Like, let me hold my crystals real quick. I was like, oof, I feel it. Thank you. And I'm sure I'll probably sleep well tonight. I was planning to edit more videos and go put it on the channel and then Patreon, but now I'm like, no, I think I'm just gonna go to sleep. All right. Okay, on that note, I'm gonna pull other cards for advice. Overall advice, what we all need to hear. What is it that we all need to hear? What is it that we all need to hear at this point? Ooh, okay. Ah! Bro. Oh my god, wait. Okay, sorry. Okay. What is it we all need to hear at this point for them, for the fans? Oh, correct. Okay, so we have surrender to the divine. Means let go, trust the journey, trust the process. Things are going to be okay. Then we have full moon in Aries. Look, we just overcome a full moon in Aries. We are moving from Aries. We're going into full moon in Taurus soon. It says a fiery climax approaches. So stuff is going to happen very soon. And then I literally have this card yet the other day or yesterday too. New moon eclipse, expect powerful change. I did mention this. We ended retrograde season. Now we're going into eclipse season. So a lot of new things are going to happen. If you have taken notice, a lot of YG artists, even though it seems slow, you can tell that everyone's picking up momentum. Everyone's coming back. Everyone's making a comeback. Everyone has like announced plans. So this is already taking full force. Okay, so eclipse season, everyone's picking up speed. And now we also have, we have the what do you need to release, okay, the waning moon. This means that if you've been very pessimistic these days, let it go. We do have the surrender to the divine, so let it go, trust the journey. So yeah, everything's going to happen. Everything's going to finally happen. Okay, so on that note, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. I will definitely rest well. This was a long reading. This was not a group reading, and this is a dynamic reading. But yeah, it's all good. I enjoyed it. The questions were awesome. The answers were fun. So this year was empty for YG in terms of releases comparatively. Glad they're picking up speed overall. Honestly, it was pretty empty for a lot of people. So it's whatever. It's fine. It's not like anything we've never experienced before. This is still a short period of time. Honestly, the hiatus could be longer. Knock on wood, it's not going to happen that way. But yeah. Anyways, thanks everyone. Have a good night, day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. I'll be going now. Thank you guys. Again, if you want me to read anyone else, book me on my website. It's in the chat. It's in the description box. Or if you want to sign up for my Patreon, you guys can do that as well. So I'm currently working on messages for Scorpio season for all of you guys. So be on the lookout for that too. All right, guys. Thanks, everyone. Much love. Love you guys. Be safe. Be happy. Be well. Be patient. Make good choices. I'm going to go quickly retweet Treasure. I'm going to retweet Sakun and maybe simp for a little bit, then go to bed. Wait, what? Who is this? Someone just tagged me on Twitter an hour ago. So during the V Live, it says Jungwoo says, we're currently preparing for a comeback. Jaehyuk said it's going to be awesome. Jungwoo says, Tumez has been waiting for it for a very long time, right? Please wait a little bit longer because we're just doing our best to aim of growing even more to come back with a cooler image. And Jaehyuk says, yes, and content too will be released soon. It's going to be a lot. Bro, yeah, literally. And this person, thank you for tagging me, by the way, on Twitter for me to catch up. The one that tagged me said, oh my god, Apijan, this is exactly what you just said from the reading. And Jungwoo and Jaehyuk pretty much said what I said. Awesome. I'm going to retweet it. I literally just said it, so I'm going to retweet that. Thank you again for tagging me in that. So I'm happy to see that Jungwoo and Jaehyuk are also, kind of in agreement or in confirmation of what I just shared. So that's awesome. I love hearing that the energy is aligned. So all right, I'm gonna go for real now. Thanks everybody. I love you guys. Bye. Thank you as well. Take care. Bye everyone. Thanks, guys. Bye.